Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. Now unfortunately for us, last episode, I did a couple of countries. But yeah, that was last tutorial episode. For this episode, I did build lots of this episode. I started this episode off, and then unfortunately because of a stupid glitch in my filming, it just turned off in 5 minutes of the episode, and I continued building like it was nothing. So yeah, unfortunately for that, I have to continually restart the entire thing. But I'm not restarting it. So yeah, my plan is, so basically what happened was this country explored. It was a tiny country right in the middle there. I think where my crosshair is, yeah, right there. The border was like this. And then it explored and took over. Now the light grey area, the borders in it, stands for territories that are covered. You can kind of get where it's covered. Right, but for this country, it was tiny. Very tiny, like that this area. Like this area. And then it explored all this area and then turned into this area. I'm just gonna quickly fill that in. See what I do. Boom. That is now all filled in. Now, because this country is ever growing inside, and also I forgot to state that the poor are in the outlines, right? The borders, inland borders. The middle people who have a normal amount of money to sustain themselves are in the middle area. And the rich are all along the coastline. Right, nobody ever gets to meet. The poor meets the medium. The medium meets both sides, and the rich only meet the medium. And the king lives in the capital, which is right here. But the poor and the medium have a rebellion. This is the first rebellion out of many that will happen. And they split the country down 2 halves. It creates a completely different country. Boom. The country is now split. The rich have a bit more. But that will not soon to come, as the medium are soldiers. This country here is called Guna. The same one as the Guranian, the Guna. They don't create their own language until way later, when they've explored so much of it. Yeah. I don't even know what to do with this. So these are the main 2 countries that I'll be focusing on. Because all the rest of the world, as you can see, isn't built yet. I've built Egypt, Libya, Morocco, or Western Sahara, if you count that as that. I've built, what's it called, Algeria and Tunisia. And I've also built basically all of Europe, except for Kazakhstan, if you count that, and Russia, if you count that. And I've also built a couple of other things. I haven't finished all of Asia. All I'm missing is this side, like a bit of the stands, and Kazakhstan. So yeah, let's get right into it. Right, so now for the new additions. The country explores even more of this fresh, new, energetic land that could be used in almost every way possible. And they find that it's rich in certain resources that sometimes a country need. So what do? They set mining teams down there, and they claim a tiny bit of land, as they realise there's another country. Because they haven't invented docks, the people decided to follow the coastline for a bit, and decided to mark it off of the exploring maps, but still only having on the King's Explorer map. So people don't actually know that they've explored this far down. And they still haven't come back, meaning they're still exploring even more. But they kept on exploring the coastline, finding even more terrain. As it got hotter, they just completely stopped. But they don't know there's a country yet. So they still keep it just like this. This is the official Explorer. This is the actual Explorer map. And without this weird long strand is the port, or the actual people see. So yeah, that's kind of it. We also want to add this area. This area is completely theirs now. They've owned the right to take it over, because it's empty land. They decide, let's take over a bit of the land, not much. Let's just explore it and mark it on the Explorer maps. This map is actually marked by the official maps. Not the weird only rich people can see the official map. There's a big map in the middle of every town that shows the map that they know of. The weird strand is the only bit that is marked off the map. But now they have explored this, a bit of the land. Their population is growing though, so they need to explore. And then they need to take over land. They decide what better way than to take over a small portion of land that surrounds the main area. But still keep it intact. And then you discover berries, other bits and bobs. And guess what they use to make the berries? They mix it in with cloth they get from animals to create some woven clothes, which allow for them to finally create a flag. I don't know if I said finally create a flag or finally create a flag, I don't know. But the flag is basically this. They decided to put that in the middle. To simulate the country's basically shape, actual shape, but flipped around basically. So they actually create a flag. Good job for them. This is the first step on becoming an empire. And I also made another quick change. Capitals now blocks, black concrete blocks underneath them. So they have a capital and no accidental flag mix up. Like for example, when you're destroying the block underneath it to create the flag, mix-ups happen. Also, I think I might have got the names wrong. This is Guyana. And here is Guyana. Also, put your ideas in the comments of what I should name them. Because, no, what should I do as the flag? Also, put your ideas in the comments of what I should do for the areas of sea explored later on. When I actually finish the map and do the sea exploration. The sea exploration is already done for the Mediterranean. And the bit of the Caspian, because I know generally how it's shaped. I'm not good on it, but they can still explore that part of the Caspian. They can explore this part of that, blah blah blah. They can explore the entire Nordic Sea. And they can explore this and this, blah blah blah. So yeah, what should I do for the sea level? Should I do dark blue concrete? Or should I do light blue concrete? And what should I do for these guys' flags? Put your ideas, and also put your ideas for some custom names for some countries that I'm going to do later on. And also put some ideas for some rebellions that might happen later on. This is the end of the episode. Hope you had a good time. Bye.